Welcome back with Level Up Games. Rom here interviewing tonight's F&M winner, Andrew Lewis. How are you doing tonight?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing quite all right. Thank you for asking. I wanted to know, what deck did you crush a competition with tonight?
Today I was on Blue-Black Shadow, using Death Shadow and lots of life loss effects.
I would say I've definitely seen that Shadowless, of course, historically, and a little bit more recently, I've seen some Dimir Shadowless pop up, making use of like Shadow Course proper and Murktide and Ledger Shredder, I've noticed. Definitely some fun picks. I know you guys got access to Bowmasters as well, which is another solid option for the deck. So.
I've had a lot of fun playing out Bowmasters, Bowmastering other Bowmasters, the whole 9 yards.
I would say the Bowmaster v Bowmaster trades are always interesting. It's definitely, it feels like whoever plays it first loses, unfortunately, which is kind of awkward if you get forced in that state. But enough about that. Love to hear about some of your games. What was one of the easier matches of tonight?
One of the easier matchups tonight was probably 4 color elementals. Played them twice tonight, but round 1 I had them. And honestly, it wasn't anything about the other deck not functioning. It was having sort of a very good draw and getting able to stick a threat early when they're taking a little more time setting up. Lighted Halfling has come into play a lot, and there's sort of that old adage of bolt the bird, and I've spent most of tonight pushing the Halfling with Fatal Push.
Fair enough. I would say definitely the slower setups, just trying to curve Halfling, Ren and 6, 3-drop like value like Nissa, for example. Definitely they take some time to set up while you probably deploy an early threat and strap up on some early answers or interaction depending on what the game calls for. And especially with the ability to sculpt with blue, you can kind of just position yourself well for that matchup. So makes sense to why you got some solid dubs there, especially if you draw well. And what about one of the more difficult matches?
One of the more difficult matches is I was up against Burn in round 3. And so there's, that classic tension of how fast do I want to, do their job for them, and how fast do they want to do their job for me? I had a pretty rough go game 2 of that match because they stuck 2 Sanctifier Invex, and I did not board in a single thing that could get me out of Sanctifier Invect. So they overran me pretty quick there. But game 3, I was able to rally with a little bit better interaction.
I'd say nothing like a pivotal game 3 with some decent lineups of cards coming in clutch to help out that matchup, especially if you saw something you weren't expecting game 2 and you just make the slight adjustments to be prepped for game 3. Well, glad you're able to take it down there. And I just wanted to know from you, I know we have Wilds of Eldraine on the horizon. I believe pre-releases next week, rather. And I know they've spoiled a lot of cool things, both in whether it's just fancy alternate art stuff, especially the anime art stuff, and also just some genuinely cool-looking cards, like this whatever rabbit that's the 2-drop that is ridiculously big. So I just wanted to hear your thoughts of some of the stuff you're looking forward to.
So I spent most of this spoiler season looking for one card. I was hoping that Emery would make another appearance in this set. She is, because I play a decent amount of Commander, and she's my favorite Commander in there. I have an Affinity Modern deck list that runs her, so I was kind of sad to not see her. But I have been keeping my eye on, and I've written them down here, that's why I'm looking away. Warehouse, Tabby, and Wicked Visitor, 2 mono-black commons that deal with enchantments leaving the battlefield, because I have a Pauper Commander deck. I like to get around in formats, but it runs a card called Wicked Eidolon, which cares about when enchantments go to the graveyard. So those will be fun new toys for that.
I would say it's always nice to see just a lot of random things from new sets, whether it's for a format up front and center like Standard or Pioneer or Modern for that matter, that's like, yeah, this card's probably going to make some waves, get some play time, or if it's just something that's like, I just think this card is neat, or it has a specific niche like for you, your proper EDH deck, which is definitely interesting. I actually never dabbled much with proper EDH. There's so many different formats with this game.
There's a lot. I learned about one just yesterday called the Basic Land Game, where you just have basic lands and they have special effects, and it seems interesting enough.
Fair enough. Well, wanted to thank you for the time again, and congratulations once more getting undefeated tonight. Have a good night.
Thank you so much. You too.